Hi, a very common question from ACCA students and members is should they take up a job at these shared service centers like the ones from EY, KPMG, or WNS, or Infosys, or Wipro, EY, all the top firms. Now, before we start to discuss this very important aspect about your jobs and career, I would like to thank you, like always, for all the like comments and the feedback that you've been giving me. I truly appreciate it. If this is the first time you've come to the channel, can I urge you to please hit the like, subscribe, and the bell icon. I assure you my videos are only going to help you in your ACCA as well as your overall finance and accounting journey. Now today's topic, I actually had covered this in a very short, it is called shorts, right? And I did pick this up that there are tons of opportunities in this area, but there are still students, especially students at FPA as well, who would reach out to me whether they should take up this job or not. Now, the answer is very simple that yes, you should take these jobs, and why not? Because look, you need to understand, first of all, when we talk about the India's growth story, our growth story will always be on the back of all the exports we are able to do, right? So, for example, in this case, this is exporting maybe labor, right? Because you are bringing all of that work that was being done in the UK, US, Australia, Europe, etc., and you are now working on those businesses here sitting in India, right? So therefore, you no longer have to go outside India to work for these very large MNCs. They are here right now in India. Okay, so therefore, the kind of exposure that you need, the kind of innovation, learning, the best practices that are out there are all there in these organizations. And I can speak with experience. I've worked at Soprasteria's NHS SBS, which was one of the largest shared service centers I've ever really known. There were some 1500 employees at a time in that shared service center, right? And I had the opportunity to work in India as well as in the UK. I, in fact, was managing people in the UK as well. So it is a brilliant place to go work, make friends, have fun, make money, right? Continue to see growth. So therefore, if you are getting a job now, why am I doing this? Is that because I see there are so many opportunities. There are so many opportunities that are coming up on ACCA's job portal, and people a lot of times do not want to apply for it because it says a BPO or a KPO, or it's a shared service center and it's a third party and it's a captive. I absolutely hear you that there has been some myth around BPO. The culture is not good, and our Indian parents, they're like, bacha bigad jayega and stuff like that. Please, throw all of that out of the window. It's no longer the case, if it was in fact even before, right? These are great companies. You can make really good salaries, you learn a lot, and then the opportunities are so many. Is that if you're working for company X, let's say for 3 years, it is very easy to find another better opportunity. If you're not getting the same in the company X, you can always go to a company Y with a 30, 40, 50% increment depending on your skills, right? So the way I look at it is that for ACCAs, this is a great place to start. If you're not someone like me, I did not enjoy audit so much, right? So take up a job here. I assure you there are it's only great careers ahead of you if you do pick up a job in one of these organizations, right? So feel free to reach out to me, because like I said, I've had experience in this area. So if you have any questions, please feel free. However, just very important last thing, because I know people will be wondering whether you can make monies and how much monies. Typically, a shared service center, depending on what kind of experience you have. So let's say you're a fresher and you've just done with your ACCA. You can get up to 5.5, 6 lakh as well if you're done with your ACCA. But let's say you're just a graduate, few papers done, you can start with 3.5 lakh rupees. And of course, I don't have to say that as your experience goes up and let's say you become an ACCA, eventually the monies only start to go up, right? So on that note, I hope you found this video useful. If you have, do share it with friends, because I do see plenty of opportunities and I don't want our ACCA students not picking up those, right? So all the very best, and thank you so much. Bye bye.